Everything is getting more expensive now. Consoles, PCs, just everything. And no, this isn't something as simple as just inflation. There's a much bigger issue at play when it comes to this, and it involves RAM and AI. I got a notification earlier today talking about how Apple is going to be raising their prices, and then now Xbox is going to be doing yet another price hike. Things have gotten insane. Back when the Series X was first announced, it was coming in at $499. They're going to be increasing the price by, I think, around another $150, up to $800 for the Xbox Series X. And there's also a slew of price hikes going over to Apple as well that's affecting a lot of their products. And it is honestly getting out of control with all these price hikes. Valve recently announced the price of their Steam machine, and it is going to be over $1,000 just for the console without the controllers. And things have kind of, like I said earlier, just have gotten completely out of hand. This is affecting everything across the board. It isn't just affecting gaming consoles. It isn't just affecting PCs. It is affecting pretty much anything that uses RAM. Even budget-friendly devices are getting price increases. Something like the MacBook Neo, which released like maybe 4 months ago. That was actually praised for being a budget-friendly option for people to get into the Apple ecosystem, is even seeing a $100 price increase, which is honestly insane. And things even like the MacBook Air is getting a $200 price increase, coming in at basically $1,300. I don't really know what to think anymore when it comes to this issue, because, and this is just me kind of going a rant off the top of my head, because when I got into gaming, when I really truly got into gaming, I played games as a kid. I played on the Sega Genesis, and that was the console I grew up with. But I didn't get really back into gaming until the PS3 era, when I got into games like Uncharted. And I remember at the end of the PS4's life cycle, the following generation, I was able to get a brand new PlayStation 4 for $200. I was able to go in to my local store. It was on sale, $200. Was able to walk out with a console. Gaming consoles now, we are about, keep in mind, we are 5 years into the life cycle of this generation. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We are 6 years into the life cycle of this generation. Prices have only seemed to have gone up multiple times. Xbox has seen multiple price increases, is going to do another price increase soon. Nintendo has their price increase coming up in, I believe, September, if I remember correctly. And so I guess the big question here is, how long is this going to last? The thing is, I do believe that this is a temporary issue. I do believe this is going to be something that eventually we will see in about, maybe, I'm hoping about 2 or 3 years, we'll start seeing the decline of console prices and PC prices and things of that sort. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And to be frankly honest, this is just what I'm hoping. This is, everything's been just kind of just steeply going up. And I like to think this was only a temporary issue. I hope that this will not be something that goes on for a long time. I hope this is something that we'll start to see in the next couple of years start hitting the reverse and going in the opposite direction, and consoles is becoming more affordable. But unfortunately, right now, with everything going on with AI and RAM and memory, even just building your own PC has become way more expensive than it ever used to be. It's even gotten to a point where you have these big companies who are able to buy a lot of RAM at the cheaper prices before this increase even happened. They're already starting to increase the prices of their products. I was actually very surprised, because we've been hearing a lot of these price increases coming from gaming console companies. So when I got the notification earlier today that Apple, of all companies, is going to be increasing the price of their products, it definitely was a bit of a surprise. It was definitely a bit of a shock. I did not expect to see that. I'm a huge Apple person. I use a lot of Apple products. And it's gonna, now, so far in terms of Apple, it's affecting pretty much everything with the exception of, I think, their iPhones, obviously their AirPods that doesn't use RAM or anything of that sort. But a majority of their line of computers, laptops, those iPads, those are going to be seeing an increase in the price. And that sucks, because it's starting to go outside of the gaming space and into other aspects of the tech industry. And that's where it just kind of like shows me that this RAM crisis is affecting everything. And I think we're going to start to see now other people being impacted. We've been hearing more so with this RAM crisis that the gaming community has been how it's been impacted. So now we're going to start to see things slowly shifting into affecting other aspects of tech. I will pass the question off to you. What do you guys think of everything that's going on with these price increases, the RAM crisis, and just tech in general going forward? I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. This has been James with Blue Eyed Tech. Thanks for sticking with me through this rant. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.